All right. Kevin Berry, thank you very much for saying what the fact that anybody with common sense should know. Deontay Wilder, one of the most underrated heavyweights in history. And also he talks about Tyson Fury and Otto Wallin and this fight, which is a complete-ish house. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel, subscribers. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And also, thank you to everybody that supports the channel, helps the channel keep growing. We get more and more supporters. We looking for supporters, not subscribers on the channel that come on a regular basis to the live streams in the morning. And also to the OG Boxing Talk, which we do on Sunday mornings at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Myself, Blood Boxing, boxing historians, Blood Boxing, and Curtis Anderson. Also, my man KQKC Boxing and Drew Titan. We all chop it up, mature boxing fans, that talk about a variety of subjects. I think you'll really like it. Thank you to everybody that supports in the Patreon. Thank you to everybody that supports in the Cash App and the Super Chats. You guys really make the channel go around. Now, let's talk about what Kevin Berry said. Let me tell you he is first. Kevin Berry is the trainer of Joseph Parker. He's also an Olympian. I think he's a silver medalist from 1984, lost in the gold medal round to Evander, the real deal, Holyfield, back in Los Angeles in 1984. Again, he's the trainer of Joseph Parker, and he was on Fight Hype. Shout out to Fight Hype. Appreciate the work that they did on this interview, so definitely want to give those guys their credit. Please go check out the interview where he's asked about Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, and he starts talking about this fight coming up between Tyson Fury and Otto Wallin. Otto Wallin, and he tells the truth, man. Now, first of all, Kevin Berry is one of the most positive people. Him and Joseph Parker are two of the most positive people in boxing. It is very hard for you to get them to say a negative word about anybody. After the Joseph Parker Anthony Joshua fight, where Joseph Parker got jobbed by that referee. I'll say it. I don't know if he ever said it, but I will definitely say it. He got jobbed by that referee who would not allow him to fight on the inside against a taller fighter, who kept trying to push Joseph Parker outside so that, and the effect of that being that Anthony Joshua would be more likely to hit him on the end of his punches. Just an absolutely terrible job. I didn't really ever hear Joseph Parker say anything but, commend the guy. So when Kevin Berry started talking about Otto Wallin and Tom Schwartz, he's like, man, this is pretty much just the same fight. This is pretty much just the same fight as the Tom Schwartz. He's a slightly better version of Tom Schwartz. You know what you're going to see. You know what you're going to see in the fight. I doubt that he's going to go the distance with Otto Wallin. He's like, man, if this was in any other generation in boxing, that this guy Otto Wallin would never have been able to get the fight, because he doesn't deserve to be in the ring with the guy. Now, I'm adding the part in where I'm saying he doesn't deserve to be in the ring with the guy, but that's obvious that he doesn't deserve to be in the ring. It's obvious that he doesn't deserve to be in the ring. And if you look at with Teddy Atlas, this little clip over on the channel that does Teddy Atlas's podcast, where Teddy Atlas pointed out that this guy Otto Wallin got one knockout on his undefeated record, where he knocked a guy out with two shots that didn't come within 4 inches of the man that was supposed to get knocked out by him. It was one of those classic Emmanuel Augustus. I don't remember if it was Emmanuel Augustus or Emmanuel Burton, if his name was, because he switched time, but he switched names, changed names during his career. But the Drunken Master, who was known for throwing fights, known for being a terrifically talented fighter, but also for taking more than his fair share of dives for the money on the money on the back end, or under the table, not the back end, but under the table money. Like that. That's what it looked like. The guy just fell out and didn't even get touched with the punch. It was pointed out by Teddy Atlas with a very keen eye, because I saw that, and I saw that particular fight when I was looking through the videos, and I didn't even notice that. Regardless, that's Otto Wallin. And Kevin Berry saying, man, if it was any other generation in fighting, this guy doesn't even deserve to be in the ring. He doesn't deserve to be in the ring with Tyson Fury. And his son in the background, you could hear saying it was an ish fight, S-H-I-T fight. It's a shit fight. And so there's 100% agreement on that, man. But when he was asked about Deontay Wilder and who he thought was going to win the Deontay Wilder-Tyson Fury fight, he didn't, that I heard, I didn't hear him give a prediction. He said that he thought that Tyson Fury was the most difficult person to beat in boxing. But he said, and this is something that I'm really glad that he said, because it's something I've said for a while, that Deontay Wilder is, based on what he has done, is the most underrated, one of the most underrated heavyweights champions in history. 41 fights, 41-0, with 41-0-1 with 40 knockouts, and to defend a heavyweight title 9 times, which is more than the vast majority of heavyweight champions have ever done. You're well inside the top 5% of all heavyweight champions in the number of title defenses that he's had. And to still have people out there disrespecting his skills and his ability in the ring is ludicrous. The fact that he is obviously one of the most talented athletes, heavyweight champions that there's been, and that's just obvious. And before you complain in the comment section, or complain, I don't care. Why would I say that he's one of the most talented? Because punching power is a talent. And he is clearly one of the most devastating punchers in the history of boxing. Who else has knocked out 40? How many have knocked out 40 out of 42 fights? Only 2 people have ever gone the distance with Deontay Wilder in the pros. And of those 2, they've all been knocked down. They've all been knocked down multiple times. There's never been anybody that has ever fought Deontay Wilder that has not been knocked down either knocked out or knocked down multiple times. Now, where I disagree with Kevin Berry about Tyson Fury being the most difficult to beat, I don't know about that. He is obviously very difficult to beat because he's number one, he's a very, very good fighter. Tyson Fury, as much as he's getting on my nerves, I keep reading, because I get up in the morning and I'm reading boxing articles, listening to boxing articles. We love boxing around here, man. That's why we got this niche channel where we chop it up about boxing and can talk boxing dang near all day, every day. Hey man, excuse me. Tyson Fury can fight. And Tyson Fury being 6'9", right? I don't like what he says and all the crap talking he's talking right now, because I'm kind of, ticked off with him because he ducked out of the first Deontay Wilder fight. Extremely ticked off that he ducked out of the first Deontay Wilder fight. And now his crap talking doesn't really sound the same as it used to. It used to be kind of funny. Ha, ha, ha. You're a dosser, you're this, you're that. But coming on the back of a blatant duck move, now it just seems like you're just being, that you're just being, you're being granted things that he doesn't deserve. Because the dude ain't fought anybody but Deontay Wilder since 2015. But regardless, the guy is still clearly a very good fighter at 6'9" and somebody that can move well. It's going to be difficult to touch that chin. Very, very difficult to touch that chin. But I don't know, is he more difficult to beat than Deontay Wilder? Because the saying that Deontay Wilder has, and I think this is a very, very true statement, that in order for somebody to beat Deontay Wilder, they've got to be perfect for 12 rounds. In order for Deontay Wilder to beat somebody, Deontay Wilder's only got to be perfect for 2 seconds. And that which is more difficult. You know what I mean? Now, if Tyson Fury could really punch, because Tyson Fury's now talking about taking Deontay Wilder out in 4 rounds. That really makes me believe he's just talking out the side of his neck. If Tyson Fury tries to go for a knockout in 4 rounds, Tyson Fury's going to get knocked out. Because Tyson Fury's going to have to let his hands go. And Tyson Fury, if you letting your hands go, dude, you're going to get clipped. And when you get clipped, you're going to go night-night. Okay? You get clipped, you're going to go night-night. You already proved that you get clipped, you go down. And how many times you think you're going to get up? And if there's not that referee and you take that type of dive again, they're going to lay you down. Like, waving it off, dude, because not everybody want to see somebody, pass away on their watch. But anyway, in the comment sections, let me know what you think about what Kevin Berry said. Is Tyson Fury the most difficult man in boxing to beat? Is Deontay Wilder underrated or is he overrated? I'd be very interested to hear your thoughts. Chop it up in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.